Alright, so let's get another layer of mache on this.
What you want? What you want?
Plus, we're going to go ahead and remove this from the styrofoam, get that off, because I really want this to be as light as possible. I don't want it real heavy on the top side of this thing. At times, removing these things can be pretty tricky. Just going to cut a line all the way across this thing, basically cut it in half. Then I'm going to get in there with a thin tool and work all the way around it till it pops and releases, and then just gently pull it apart, and then you got it free. After that, I'm going to tape that thing up and just layer up a little bit of mache here to make it one solid piece again. Alright, so we're going to let this thing dry for a little bit, and we'll start painting up on that base. As you can see, I started off with just a little black as a background. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with purple next. We're going to kind of give this a night sky. We'll give this some dark purple up in here. We'll come down in here along the bottom sides and do some browns and greens for grass and dirt and things like that. But let's give us something to start with. Aw, dang. Look at that. That sure is a pretty purple. Moving on here, the next color I went with was just brown, and just painted down the bottom side and added a little bit of earth to this thing. After that, I grabbed a little white paint, and I'm playing with my airbrush here. I hadn't really done it before, and just started adding stars here and there throughout that background, just to give a little bit of extra to it. And it doesn't look too bad. After that, grabbed a little bit of orange paint and started making a few circles, and these are going to become some pumpkins later on. Here we go. Time for some fun stuff. Kind of push my skills, or so-called skills, to the level for me. Just using a small little fine-tip brush and some black paint. Just going after this thing and painting in some trees here and there, making some kind of bigger to try to make them look like they're closer to you, and make a couple a little bit smaller, trying to create some kind of distance. Hell, I don't know. I don't do this type of stuff, but give it the best try that I can. Here we go. Now trying to use that little bitty brush to paint some detail on these pumpkins. This is probably the toughest thing I've done in a long time. After those pumpkins is done, I grabbed a little bit of gray paint and started putting in some tombstones. Once again, little ones in the back, big ones in the front. Try to create some depth. Well, my true artistic skills are something that yet to be desired. I need to brush up on a lot of that. Start painting some more and playing around, but anyway, portraits and that kind of junk really isn't my thing, but that gets the point across. A little bit creepier. Play around with a little stain and see if we can make this look a little like wood. Much going to do it for today. I need to let that stain set and dry on those two rings. That's going to take a while for that stuff to get dried. I did go outside and spray a clear coat sealer over the bottom of that little round deal we painted the scene on. I mean, I'm not by far any kind of a good paint artist, but you know, this will get the point across. It's better than those creepy little clowns, and I think it's going to look alright. Yeah, my skills painting need to improve greatly, but I don't paint crap like this every day. I paint pumpkins and props and three-dimensional stuff and that kind of junk. I don't do this. But it's coming along. I think it's going to look pretty cool. I'm going to be happy with it. So we're going to stop there on that. We've got to let that stuff dry. Alright, the next run on this, yeah, I'll probably work on the head of that pumpkin and get some clay on it and really start sculpting it out. We got to do those hands still, so we'll work on that. And we got to twine it all back together, but we should be pretty close to being done with this thing within the next 1 or 2 more of these little videos. So, once again, you guys like what you see, give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. Check out my other videos on the channel. There's some pretty cool stuff on there too. If you guys are into tutorials and really want some true step-by-steps, don't forget, go check out unhingedprops.com. Sign up as a VIP. Check it out for 1 month if that's all you want, and get access to some pretty cool tutorials and learn some new stuff, at least with paper mache. So, guys, as always, keep making something from nothing.
What you want?